I was just like, yeah, I don't feel good. And he got so mad. He started yelling at me, telling me how, oh, what, you're gonna fight me just so you can go to therapy? What, you're gonna fight me? Punch me right now. I'm not gonna let you go to therapy. Punch me right now. And I was like, that's not helpful. But that's how men's mental health is viewed nowadays. So I realized that there are a lot of new people on my channel, so I'm just going to take a couple seconds to explain who I am and what I do. My name is Kamiano, and I experience something known as psychosis. And psychosis is a break from reality. It is due to a psychotic disorder on the schizophrenia spectrum. And I also have 2 anxiety disorders, which have sent me into multiple hospitalizations for my mental health. And I base this entire channel around mental health. I talk about mental health in relation to like TikTok, YouTube, social media, Twitter, and Instagram, and all this kind of stuff. I talk about different aspects, and I also bring in aspects from things that I've learned from treatment, things that I've learned like DBT skills, mindfulness skills, and general coping skills, general ideas and thoughts. And that's essentially what my channel is all about. So with that little brief introduction out of the way, I want to get into what this video was about. Sorry, there's a dog barking outside. This video is going to be about a TikTok that I saw that I think you should see as well. So here it is.
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's come over me feels like I'm somebody else.
So that TikTok was interesting. It's a TikTok that mainly talks about how mental health is looked down upon, especially in mental health with men. You see, I'm not going to argue and say, oh, women don't suffer with mental health. They obviously do. When I was in treatment, there was a good amount of girls in the same hospital as me. You know, there were a good amount of girls who were dealing with mental health problems just like me. You know, on my first hospitalization, there was a couple girls. I think there was like 6 girls. Second hospitalization, majority of them were girls. I don't know how many of us there were, but majority of the patients there were girls. And in my third hospitalization, a lot of them are girls. I'd say there were more guys than girls, but there were a lot of girls. And even in my aftercare programs, I'm the only guy. Literally, I'm the only guy. So it's not to say that women's mental health isn't paid attention to and isn't important, but I find it interesting that when somebody talks about men's mental health, suddenly it turns into, oh, you're supporting the patriarchy. Excuse me. But that's essentially what this video is talking about. They're talking about how, oh, this girl is saying men's mental health isn't highly regarded because people see it as weak, and most men don't come out about their mental health because it's viewed as weak. I think it's very interesting because personally, in my experience, a lot of people around me don't want to get help for their mental health because they enjoy wallowing in their sadness and their self-pity. I even texted one of my friends and she was like, yeah, I love self-pity. I love yes man, I love self-pity, and I will ride my self-pity until I get high. And it's a big problem, you know, because 1, getting high is not a healthy coping skill, and 2, wallowing in your own self-pity can only bring you down more. I mean, when it comes to how you phrase things, saying I have depression is a lot more, it helps you get along more than saying I am depressed. There's a trick that goes in the psychology of the way you word it. Where you say I have depression, you're talking about something additional to you. When you say I have depression, yeah, you're talking about something additional to you. When you say I am depressed, you are making the depression a part of who you show yourself to be, if that makes any sense. So 1, you're saying, oh, this is an aspect of my life, and then 2, on the other hand, you're saying, oh, this is my life. So a little bit of a tangent. Sorry, there's a little bit of a tangent there, but essentially, this TikTok embodies what I think a lot of people need to learn. Because even though the girl said it was, oh, the answer was in their textbook, and obviously it's gonna be a lot of textbooks. In my health class, it was in our textbook. In my family life textbook back in middle school, it was there. So men's mental health is generally looked down upon, and I got a lot of confusion when I first started telling my parents that, hey, I think I need to go to therapy. And at first my dad was furious. My dad was so angry. He was like, why you want to go to therapy? And I was just like, yeah, I don't feel good. And he got so mad. He started yelling at me, telling me how, oh, what, you're gonna fight me just so you can go to therapy? What, you're gonna fight me? Punch me right now. I'm not gonna let you go to therapy. Punch me right now. And I was like, that's not helpful, but that's how men's mental health is viewed nowadays. So yeah, bit of a sad story, bit of a short story as well, but I hope you enjoyed. People seem to like these TikTok videos, so I'll keep them coming. Anyway, men's mental health. If anyone is in an emergency, reach out to somebody, because I guarantee there are people out there who will care for you. I guarantee that at least one person will give a damn. And if you can't figure out anyone in your immediate location, then me. I give a shit about you. And if you're in an emergency, I have emergency links down below for you to check out in case you're in an emergency. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you viewing, for every one of you watching, and regardless, I am thankful so much that you're taking your time out of your day to sit here and watch a video of some psychotic kid talking about bullshit. So, well, not really bullshit, it's a really important subject. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ahuyo, malama pono.